Good morning, it's Sunday, January 7th, 2015. Alex Ansary here in Trinidad, Colorado. I've done a few videos from the top of the hill. Today, I'm going to do a video of going up the hill. That one right there. I don't go up here every day, but I do once in a while. It's a good way to start the day. You can see the roads are a little imperfect. More than a little imperfect. But it's a nice ride up there. I keep thinking about how quiet my life is now compared to the way it was in Portland. How much more enjoyable every day is that I wake up and I breathe new air and I take a look at what's going on in the world. I post news. I watch a lot of videos in the evening as to what's going on with the homeless sweeps in Portland. Watch videos involving the Portland police. I read news around the world relating to what's going on, how people are treating each other in society, and I'm just so grateful to be here. And I don't let myself get bored, and I don't let myself, for too long, if I do, fall into self-pity. I try to stay in gratitude. And I vocalize on a daily basis how grateful I am to the Creator, to others, including some viewers. You know, people that made their contribution at one point or another when I really, really needed it. I'm thinking about all the content I'm going to be creating over the course of the next decade. I'm thinking about the next great camera I'm going to get. Maybe a Panasonic DVX200. I made a video yesterday about the analog SD100. You know, I really should set my sights for the HD. So I could be filming things like I'm filming right now with a better zoom, higher quality. I'm thinking about my own soundtrack. I'm thinking about, you know, making documentary films. I'm thinking about seeing my garden come alive. I'm thinking about, you know, meeting wonderful people this year and in the future. Men and women, women and men. Having wonderful friendships. And continuing to heal more and more. And heal from what? Well, I've certainly been through a lot in this world. But the good deeds that I have done, that I believe that I have done, I believe have been the things that have helped me make it through. That have helped me stay on my own 2 feet without getting swept under by the madness. And I feel a lot stronger. I feel a lot more grounded. I feel a lot more centered. I feel a lot more focused. And I feel like this experience of traveling has revalidated some of the things that I've been saying this whole time about my sensitivity to cities today. But what I'm understanding the comment section is a lot of people see the same things in where they're living. And there's also a lot of people out there that also appreciate nature. And a lot of us are trying to recenter and reconnect with nature. Especially those of us that have lived our lives in the modern age. Living in the modern cities. Conditioned to becoming modern men and modern women. Ooh, I'm a modern man. Ooh, she's a modern woman. Who would really want that? Who would really find that sexy? Well, no one ever said the robots of the future, the hybrids, wouldn't have a sex drive. Oh, they got a sex drive. They could ride the mechanical bull. Doesn't mean there's any love to that, though. Well, there's certainly love in nature coming from me right now, I'll tell you that much. Some people travel many, many miles just to drive up a hill like this. Or people may travel many, many miles to travel through roads like this to where they're able to look down and get a different perspective on life, on reality, as they connect with the mountains as they connect with the boulders. And this is a land with a rich Indian history. Some of it's known. I'm sure there's a lot of unknown Native American history here at the top of the hill. And that's what fascinates me. That's what I think even talks to me in spirit sometimes. It's the traces of the past. The energetic residue of the past of what happened here. Not just here, but other places that I visited. In this case, something feels very positive and good. Even if, unfortunately, some bloodshed took place here. And there's a lot of that history in Colorado, just like elsewhere in this country, just like elsewhere on this planet. But I think what's more important is having respect for those that came before us, regardless of what happened in the places that we are. And I think that means something. When you respect the land, when you respect the people that came before us, when you respect nature, when you respect things in the spiritual domain, on a side note, in the area that I'm staying, where I'm renting right now, in this town where the rent is a lot cheaper than in most cities, there is a 2-bedroom house somewhere that way that's going for about $500 a month. I put an ad out there on Craigslist, or rather, I shared it on Facebook and in a few YouTube videos. No one's interested in this part of Colorado, which is fine. I'm okay with the population staying small. Big city living on the west and east coast is not for me. And this land is not for everyone. But I don't think it's because of a negative thing. I don't think that a large population is meant to be in a part of Colorado like this, nor do I want to see a large population here. So the experience that I'm having right now, for the most part, is for me. And because I have the technology to share it with you, the camera that I'm holding, the YouTube channel, the lack of payment needed to upload a video and share it with you, that's pretty amazing. We have a lot of gifts in today's day and age. So I play the role of messenger of spirit, reminding people to be in the moment, to appreciate nature, and also to remind people that there are amazing places to visit in this country, where there may be people with problems, but I really wouldn't call them hordes. At least not here. I may choose to keep to myself, and I do. But I wouldn't call these people hordes. I don't see this as a horde of zombies. This is a community that is living in an area surrounded by nature. Beyond this city, it is open fields, open land, somewhat affordable land for off-the-grid living. And that is inspiring to see culture still alive in today's society where living like that is normal. And there's a lot of people who live off-grid that come into this town for their gear, for their supplies, for their food, for what they need, and then they leave. I think that's cool. And there's something about the energy of the Southwest and of this town that my body is responding to with a sense of feeling empowered, feeling full of life, feeling renewed. And I deliver these messages to you, that oftentimes changing up your environment, sacrificing the pleasures of the flesh, that includes that super special boyfriend, that includes that supposed super special girlfriend. The pleasures of the flesh, in many cases, are the chains that tie us to the dense population centers and prevent us from living in freedom. And little by little, video by little, I'm trying to share this truth with all of you, male and female, young and old, those with money and those without a dime. So much is possible if we're willing to believe. That's all for now. Alex Ansary signing off from Southern Colorado.